So The Walking Dead is coming up actually pretty soon. The finale.
Just a couple more episodes left, right?
2 episodes, right?
No.
2 episodes.
No, I think it's one.
No, it's 2.
Is it
It's 2.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. There's this one, the one tomorrow night or Sunday night, and then the one a week from Sunday.
Right.
And then no more Walking Dead
Until October.
until October, 7 months. I'm okay with that. I'm actually burned down on it.
Are you?
I'm burned down on The Walking Dead.
I
not
almost
burned
held
down
my
on the-
breath the entire last.
Well, it was nowhere near as good as the Daryl and Beth episode.
No, which Audrey
Bazooka,
came,
that was shit.
yeah, Audrey came downstairs. What happened? What happened? What happened? I need to read the comics. No, that's not in the
It
comics.
was
I didn't even watch it.
I'm boring.
Yeah, everyone told me, oh, it was a Daryl, I'm gonna cry episode, and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm cool.
And then Beth basically says, "Fuck me," and Daryl's like, "No, change stuff."
Oh, we're talking about not the episode before where they're in the graveyard house.
Cabin?
No, we're talking.
No,
you're talking
the
about
last
the cabin.
episode was really good. I'm talking about the one before with Daryl and Beth. It's all
That was-
Daryl and Beth. Boring. Snooze fest.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Hashtag Daryl not that sexy. Right. I'm burned out on The Walking Dead because I'm tired of everybody coming in. You got the compendium? You got the compendium?
I need to catch up quick.
No, I don't have. What do you mean you don't have any? I don't have any. It's sold out. I'll have some more in it. Well, I can't wait. I can't wait. Really? Because that comic's been out for 10 fucking years. I think you can wait.
You can wait 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You waited this long.
Wait, yeah. Yeah. Trust me. They're only up to issue 54 in the comic. So, you're okay.
Yeah.
You're alright. So, anyway. But yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay with the break from
Sure.
The Walking Dead TV
Yeah,
show.
you know
I mean, you know, just
Walking
on a
Dead
side
ends.
note, it seems like whenever, just FYI, if a new character comes out in The Walking Dead in the comic book, buy like 3 copies of it.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
like a year later, that they'll probably be worth like 8 times what you paid for them.
Yeah.
Ezekiel.
Ezekiel, yeah.
Ezekiel.
And I did. I bought 3 copies of
That
Ezekiel.
book's like $20 now.
Yeah, because and
That
Shiva
book was
is in there also.
$14
Yeah.
2 weeks after it came out.
Yeah.
I even have a graded copy too, CGC copy.
Shiva dies like real quick.
Yeah, like
Few
4 issues later.
4 issues later.
This is in 116, right?
Something like that.
And she gets
It's
killed
during
by
All Out
zombies.
War.
It is.
I think it's issue 116.
You know what I think is interesting about the coolest part about Shiva being in there wasn't that Ezekiel had a tiger. The coolest part in there was that Shiva ate the zombies and nothing happened to her.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She can get affected.
She wasn't affected by their blood at all or the disease.
Yeah.
And when she was killed, she didn't come back.
Yeah, she just stayed dead.
Well, yeah. I mean, did we ever see zombie dogs?
No.
No, not in any of the books.
But
right?
Here's the other thing: you don't see dogs. You don't see
You don't
dogs
see
or
dogs.
cats.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
only see birds. Yeah. There's no animals except for birds, and eventually
Well, there was a horse at the beginning.
there was a horse.
Right.
You see, yeah,
But the horse got eaten.
yeah.
Right. But he didn't come back.
Well, he was also pretty.
Yeah, he was
pretty
bad.
Well, you know why I
Pretty
think there's
bad.
no horses and cows is because everybody ate them.
Yeah.
Either zombies
Trying
or
to survive.
just regular people ate them at that point. I'd eat fucking horse to live.
Do you think it felt that way towards the dogs and bigger animals too, like that?
No, I
So screw this.
With-
His horse is getting eaten. I'm taking off.
I was
There's a
reading
cool
that-
theory online. There's a cool theory online that has to do with because everybody's already sick with it. Everybody has the disease already.
Sure.
That the disease also it affects the domesticated people, cats, dogs.
Oh, okay.
So there's more to it than just a bloodborne illness. It had to, and if everybody has it, it had to be airborne.
Yeah.
Or in the water, or both. If everybody's got it, or it was a genetic thing that was already in people from hundreds of years ago. That, so I don't know. One discussion that we're going to have one of these days is people are already complaining about The Walking Dead. That's very similar to Lost. There's no end game. It's going on and on and on, and it's just going in circles.
Right,
There's
but-
no end game.
But
Well, when they get
J.J. Abrams and Damon Lindelof were very clear that
Correct.
They already had, when they started writing, they wrote an ending.
Okay, but that has nothing to do with the problem that the show is going to have in another
It
year.
just goes around in a circle.
It goes around
They're
and around
never
like the
gonna
comic book.
leave
The
island.
comic book is still in fucking Georgia.
Well, on top of that, I'm saying, like, look at how long they were in Alexandria for in the issues. They're
Yeah.
there for like 40-something issues. They're
Yeah.
at. So, and that's where they're getting close to it.
Yeah.
You know, like
So
But they
TV
also
show.
cut out winter.
The problem is going.
Yeah.
The problem they're going to have is eventually people are going to lose interest in the show because there is no end game. In the comic book, they aren't getting towards a cure. They aren't getting towards any other state. You know, the spinoff may take care of that, but seriously,
All it is them finding a new group of people,
And
trying to
surviving.
live with them, not working out.
it's the same
and
shit.
Disbanding.
It,
again.
honest to God, it's the same stuff over and over and over.
Sure.
Yeah.
And with
Movie.
Lost, it was finding a way to get off the island, that not working out, and then finding a new way to try to get off the island, and
Yeah,
that not
you're
working
right.
out.
And then some people being okay with being on the island, and other people being like, "No, I finally got off the island."
But let's not
you
talk
should
shit about
let me go
Lost,
back
because
to
I
it so I
love
can
Lost.
convince you to come
I
off
like
the
Lost too, but,
Yeah.
but what was good about Lost is eventually they said, okay, here's what we're gonna do. There's an end game. It's
Sure.
going someplace. The problem is that they stick to the comic book, you know, where it's not going anywhere. The comic's not going anywhere.
So maybe that's a question that, if we get the chance to interview Robert Kirkman, we ask him:
he isn't gonna
Is there-
answer.
is there an end game? Do you have an end in mind? And he'll either say yes
He's been
or
asked that
fuck
before
you.
about the comic, and he says he doesn't have plans for the end.
Well, you know what? Maybe it's one of those things where in the comic it won't end, but maybe he'll find an end. Maybe because this is kind of like an alternate universe where he can do things differently.
They'll have
Right.
to find an
And
end.
he
for
said
the
that's
that
what I'm saying.
before. He's
So-
like, if I had to do over again, there are tons of things that I
When it cut
wouldn't
Rick's,
write.
yeah,
Right.
when it cut Rick's
It's
arm
made
off.
So
hard- it's made hard to
maybe
write.
for the show, he does have an end game in mind.
Yeah.
He wrote a first episode and a last episode. Let's fill in the gaps. That could be.
Well, you know,
I
they're
guarantee you it involves Rick dying and Carl being like something like Carl being okay or something.
there's a
Yeah.
there are people
Or
that
Carl dies.
that say that
Oh,
Eugene.
kills everybody else.
There's people that say that Eugene in the TV show will be different than the Eugene in the comic book.
Maybe he's not crazy and he actually has.
He's not.
I don't know.
Full of shit.
That mullet's pretty out of control.
It
Well, in
is,
the
but-
comic, okay, spoilers here for people. In the comic book, he tells people that the mullet, he has the mullet to throw people off. That if he has a mullet, people won't think he's smart. Yeah. That's why he explains.
And the way he
mullet.
fired that weapon in the episode he was in, yeah, he's not smart.
Well, even with the spoilers, he's also just a school teacher.
Right.
He does not work for the government, and there's no batteries in the radio. He hasn't been talking to anybody. He says that shit so they'll protect him, and he'll be with the larger group.
Because he can't survive on his own.
And he thinks that going to Washington, there should be somebody there still. That's the only reason he tells them that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it sucks. Okay, spoilers are